Welcome to FlyEaglesFly News, where Eagles fans get the latest, fastest, and hottest updates. Hit subscribe and fly high with us. The NFL is buzzing with whispers that could shake the very foundations of the upcoming matchup between the Vikings and the Eagles, a confrontation that had fans already marking their calendars with anticipation. Sources close to league insiders are hinting at a potential punishment that could drastically alter the dynamics of the game, and if true, we're looking at a scenario that nobody saw coming. Imagine the implications: rosters shifting, strategies upended, and the momentum of the season possibly redirected with a single league decision. Speculation is mounting because the NFL has not confirmed anything publicly yet, which naturally only fuels the rumor mill. Fans, analysts, and even players are all feeling the tension, wondering if key athletes might be sidelined or if some kind of administrative ruling could override what was expected to be a straightforward clash. Conversations across social media and sports networks are heating up, with every comment from coaches, former players, and anonymous insiders being dissected for hidden meanings. Some believe this could be related to off-field conduct. Others speculate about technical violations that might have flown under the radar, but either way, the uncertainty is making this matchup far more captivating than any ordinary game. As the rumor circulates, insiders suggest that the Eagles might be particularly affected if the punishment targets strategic aspects of the team. Already, talk of potential suspensions or fines has set off a flurry of discussion about how the team would adjust. Will the Eagles have to rely on backup players? Could their offensive schemes be compromised? Meanwhile, the Vikings are reportedly monitoring every development with equal intensity, ready to exploit any advantage the situation might present. Analysts are drawing comparisons to past incidents where league sanctions completely reshaped games, altering playoff trajectories and rewriting narratives in ways fans never imagined. The drama isn't just on the field, it's in every press conference, every locker room conversation, every tweet that hints at internal strategy shifts. Pundits are even weighing in, debating whether the NFL is sending a message to other teams or if this is an isolated case. The tension is palpable, and speculation continues to grow because, at this stage, no concrete details have emerged. This evolving situation is capturing the imagination of the football world, turning a regular game into a suspenseful storyline with potentially huge ramifications. Insiders also point out that the punishment could involve a combination of measures, not just player-related consequences. There are murmurs that coaching decisions, draft picks, or even salary cap considerations could be under review. The NFL has a history of implementing complex penalties that ripple through an organization, forcing adjustments that fans rarely anticipate. This potential action against the Vikings or Eagles or both could set a precedent, making this matchup a historical case study for league governance and its impact on competition. Speculation is rampant because insiders are leaking bits and pieces, and the sports community is connecting dots in real time. It's creating a sense of urgency, as if every tweet, podcast, and post could contain the next clue about what might happen. Meanwhile, social media explodes with fan theories, memes, and heated debates, some of which feel almost as dramatic as the punishment itself. This tension is fueling narratives, giving analysts endless material for discussions, and keeping viewers glued to every developing update. The suspense is turning a routine fixture into a must-watch event, one where the off-field drama might overshadow the actual game. The players themselves are reportedly caught in a whirlwind of uncertainty. Sources close to both teams claim that locker room discussions have become more strategic and cautious, with coaches attempting to prepare for multiple scenarios that might unfold depending on the league's decision. Veteran players are reportedly advising rookies on how to stay focused amidst the swirling rumors, while trainers and support staff are working overtime to manage not just physical readiness, but mental preparation. The uncertainty is an invisible opponent, arguably as formidable as any defensive line or quarterback on the field. Some suggest that the mental strain could influence performance, creating a layer of psychological complexity that elevates the stakes far beyond normal competitive pressure. Meanwhile, fans speculate endlessly about which key players might be impacted, and fantasy football communities are abuzz, recalculating potential outcomes based on nothing more than speculation and insider whispers. In this environment, every practice, every media session, every subtle signal becomes fodder for interpretation, creating a tension that feels almost cinematic. The NFL's silence on official channels is only amplifying this effect. making the rumored punishment feel imminent, consequential, and capable of rewriting expectations entirely. Adding to the intrigue is the notion that the punishment could be announced at any moment, making timing a crucial factor. If revealed close to game time, the impact could be chaotic, forcing last-minute adjustments and strategic pivots that test the adaptability of both coaching staffs. Teams are rumored to be preparing contingency plans for multiple outcomes, essentially rehearsing scenarios that might normally only be considered in extreme hypotheticals. Sources suggest that the Eagles' management is particularly focused on risk mitigation, while the Vikings may see opportunity in any potential disruption to their opponent. Analysts speculate that this kind of suspense could redefine preparation norms in the NFL, emphasizing flexibility and crisis management alongside traditional game planning. Meanwhile, media outlets are parsing every word from team statements, every social media post from players, and even every public remark from league officials. Searching for hints, fans are caught in the thrill of speculation, imagining dramatic swings in momentum and narrative arcs that could rival any playoff saga. This rumor has elevated the anticipation, turning a regular season matchup into a storyline with layers of intrigue, psychological tension, and potential consequences that could echo far beyond a single game. Ultimately, the NFL's rumored punishment has transformed what might have been a normal contest into a focal point for discussion, analysis, and heated debate across the football world. The potential for suspension, fine, or procedural disruption has created a backdrop of uncertainty that envelops players, coaches, analysts, and fans alike. Social media buzzes with theories and what-if scenarios, while insider leaks and speculative reporting feed the growing sense that nothing is guaranteed. Coaches are reportedly adjusting game plans preemptively, while players balance anticipation with focus, knowing that mental preparation could prove just as important as physical readiness. Fantasy leagues and betting markets are reacting nervously, and media outlets are devoting unprecedented attention to every snippet of insider information. If the rumored punishment is confirmed, it could redefine the dynamics of not just this matchup, but broader league narratives, potentially influencing playoff races and organizational strategies. The suspense, the speculation, and the drama are all converging to make this more than a game. It's a living story, unfolding in real time, with consequences that could ripple throughout the NFL season. Fans are riveted, analysts are calculating, and the league itself holds the power to reshape expectations in a manner few anticipated, making Vikings versus Eagles a spectacle defined by both rumor and high-stakes uncertainty. While the rumor persists, the question on everyone's mind is how both teams are handling the invisible pressure. Insiders report that the Eagles' leadership is holding closed-door meetings to discuss multiple contingencies, exploring scenarios where key contributors might be unavailable or restricted. Similarly, the Vikings are analyzing tape with extra scrutiny, anticipating the unexpected twists that could emerge if the punishment affects lineups or strategy. This preemptive maneuvering highlights the sophistication of modern NFL preparation, where psychological readiness and tactical flexibility are as important as raw athletic ability. Coaches are reportedly engaging in simulations that adjust for sudden changes, emphasizing adaptability over rigid planning. And players are encouraged to mentally rehearse alternative roles and responsibilities. The media coverage adds an extra layer of pressure, with analysts dissecting every gesture, comment, and decision for hidden significance. Rumors alone are shaping narratives, influencing public perception, and even impacting team morale, creating a unique tension where the anticipation of potential consequences becomes almost as impactful as the game itself. Social media communities speculate endlessly, combining insider tips with conjecture, while podcasts and sports shows amplify the narrative, crafting storylines that could influence fan expectations and team reputations even before kickoff. The ripple effect of these rumors illustrates the power of perception in the NFL, demonstrating that the league's influence extends far beyond the field. Sources indicate that the timing of the rumored punishment could be strategic, with the NFL possibly waiting to release details to maximize impact. Such a move would not only heighten suspense, but also test the crisis management skills of both franchises. Teams might have to pivot strategies mid-week, altering practice plans, adjusting rotations, or even reevaluating play-calling tendencies. The psychological toll on players could be considerable, as uncertainty can affect concentration, decision-making, and performance for fans and analysts. This situation offers a rare glimpse into the behind-the-scenes machinations of professional football, where administration, discipline, and competition intersect. The rumor has effectively created a narrative that frames the game as more than a contest of physical skill. It's now a story about leadership, preparation, and adaptability in the face of potential disruption. Social media amplifies this dynamic, with speculation fueling engagement and turning the matchup into a focal point for the entire league. Rumor-driven anticipation is reaching a crescendo, transforming what would normally be a standard clash into a spectacle with layers of intrigue and potential consequences that extend well beyond the playing field. FlyEaglesFly News family, smash subscribe and hit like. Your support keeps the freshest Philadelphia Eagles updates flying in. Drop your take in the comments and let's talk birds behind the scenes. Both teams reportedly are treating the rumored punishment as a scenario planning exercise. Coaches, general managers, and support staff are mapping out contingencies for multiple outcomes, from minimal impact to severe consequences. The Eagles may be strategizing around the potential absence of key offensive weapons, while the Vikings could be evaluating opportunities if their opponents' plans are disrupted. The psychological preparation is reportedly intense, with sports psychologists and veteran leaders working to maintain focus, minimize anxiety, and cultivate resilience. Sources suggest that even minor indicators, such as changes in practice intensity or adjusted player rotations, are being scrutinized by insiders and analysts for potential hints. Media outlets are dissecting every move, from subtle positional shifts to verbal cues during press conferences, feeding the rumor cycle and creating a sense that every detail could be meaningful. Fans are equally engaged, speculating about possible outcomes, creating social media threads filled with predictions, and debating potential impacts on league standings. The build-up illustrates how rumors, even without official confirmation, can shape behavior, perception, and strategy in ways that are tangible and immediate, adding a layer of drama that transcends the ordinary game narrative. The speculation has also opened debate on fairness and precedent in the NFL. Analysts are asking whether such a punishment, if confirmed, would disproportionately affect one team or set a new benchmark for league intervention. Discussions revolve around whether the rumored sanction could influence competitive balance, whether the timing is appropriate, and how teams can ethically adapt to sudden administrative pressures. Some argue that the suspense itself is a tool for the NFL to enforce compliance and maintain integrity, while others worry about the psychological and strategic toll on players and coaches. This discourse is being mirrored on social media, where fan communities dissect the implications, share insider tips, and create hypothetical scenarios that range from plausible to wildly imaginative. The rumor has effectively transformed Vikings versus Eagles into a lens for examining broader league practices, organizational strategy, and the subtle ways governance intersects with competition. In this environment, every statement, action, and leak is magnified, and the game becomes secondary to the unfolding narrative of uncertainty, anticipation, and speculation. Analysts, fans, and insiders alike are navigating a complex web of rumor, strategy, and potential consequence, making this matchup a uniquely suspenseful event even before a single snap is played. Players are reportedly aware of the rumor, but are instructed to focus on fundamentals, avoiding distractions while mentally preparing for multiple scenarios. Veteran athletes are guiding younger teammates on how to compartmentalize, maintain concentration, and treat the potential punishment as another variable in an already unpredictable sport. Reports suggest that even small details, like pre-snap adjustments and situational awareness, are being emphasized more than usual, as teams attempt to mitigate the potential fallout of administrative decisions. Analysts speculate that the mental discipline required could be a decisive factor, with teams that manage stress, focus, and adaptability likely to gain an advantage. Meanwhile, fans continue to dissect every update, from insider leaks to cryptic statements from coaches and league officials, creating an environment where anticipation and speculation dominate the conversation. Fantasy football participants, bettors, and media commentators are all recalibrating expectations, anticipating possible disruptions in lineups, rotations, or strategies. The rumor has elevated the matchup to a multi-dimensional spectacle where off-field intrigue and administrative drama might prove as impactful as on-field execution, making Vikings versus Eagles a compelling story even before kickoff. That's a wrap from FlyEaglesFly News. If you want the fastest Eagles updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Sound off in the comments. Let's talk birds.